So let's talk about a guy who went from being an internet's fun-loving musical older brother, well, to the guy who's so gone he might be living in a hollowed out tree stump. I'm talking about Boy in a Band, a man whose career arc looks less like a graceful parabola and more like a dropped bowling ball. Now you might be thinking, like, wrong and loud, didn't he just kinda stop making videos? And you'd be right, but what if I told you the reason he vanished involved allegations and unsettling number of cats and a complete internet ghosting so thorough? Stick around, because we are going to dig into the spectacular rise and the even more spectacular disappearance of David Paul Brown. So let's rewind, shall we? Back to a simple time. A time when a young man named Dave was born and the internet was still a baby deer with wobbly legs. He grew up in the UK, a fact that probably had zero impact on his later career, but I'm obligated to include it. He had a bone to pick with the education system, and honestly, who among us didn't? It's a rite of passage. You spend 12 years learning that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and then you get out and realize the only thing that matters is how to correctly format a Google sheet. Anyway, Dave started his channel way back in 2007. It was a simpler time. You could get away with just being a dude with a webcam and a dream. Or in his case, a dude with a webcam and a bunch of music tutorials, mental health discussions and skits. The holy trinity of 2010's YouTube content. He was kind of the OG musical creator before every other dude with a MacBook started doing it. So he was the vanguard, the trailblazer. Well, a guy who made songs that were actually pretty good. His early career was a masterclass in how to go viral. He collaborated with people, he made bangers. Let's not forget Pop Song with VR Music. That song had more chaotic energy than a toddler who's discovered the kitchen cabinet. And then there was Don't Stay in School, a catchy, upbeat bop about how school is kind of scam. It's the kind of song your angsty teenage self will have put on your feet while dramatically staring out the window. It resonated, it hit a nerve, it became an anthem for people who wanted to drop out and learn how to make sourdough. But the thing is, with the great viral success comes great, well, you know. He collaborated with everyone. It was the internet equivalent of a superhero team up, except the heroes were a man with a camera and another man who just likes making fun of stuff. At this point, Boyinaband was practically the Kevin Bacon of YouTube. He was connected to everyone and everyone loved him. But throughout all this, there was a running theme. Dave was struggling. He was transparent about his depression and burnout. He'd take frequent hiatuses from YouTube, and honestly, who could blame him? Creating content for an audience of millions is a special kind of hell. The pressure to constantly perform, to be on, to be the fun-loving boy in a band everyone knew. It's a lot. And he was honest about it. He will take a break, say he was coming back, and then, take another break. The dude was a professional at taking a break. You could say he was the king of the break up. No, absolutely not. The breakfast, I'm getting distracted. So the things got quiet, and not the quiet of he's taking a break. More like, oh, the internet just got a lot more ominous. In 2022, allegations started to surface. Now, I'm not here to litigate this in a YouTube video. The internet has already done that, and I can tell you, the internet is a terrible lawyer. But the allegations were out there, and they were heavy. And then nothing. The internet held its breath, waiting for a response, a video, a tweet, a career pigeon with a no, something, but nothing came. David Paul Brown, Boyinaband, the musical older brother of YouTube, just disappeared. His social media went silent, the channel became a graveyard of memories. Didn't make a statement, he didn't deny anything, he just vanished. The digital equivalent of a magician pulling a rabbit out of a hat and then the rabbit just ceasing to exist. The silence was deafening. So what does it all mean? It's a tale as old as a time. man with a dream. Man achieves dream, man makes bangers, man struggles, man faces serious allegations, man disappears. So it's the life cycle of a YouTuber but on steroids. So he went from being a household name in a very specific type of a household to a cautionary tale. It just goes to show you that the higher you fly, the more spectacular the fall. And sometimes you just have to hope you land somewhere soft. Or maybe in a hollowed out tree stump, which, now that I think about it, is a pretty good place to disappear. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what's your favorite Boyinaband song and where do you think he went? The moon? A different dimension? The suburbs? Let me know later.